Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today. I'm here with the Taurus September Horoscope. Well, there's a few lovely little things happening for you in September. There's a lovely sextile pattern. It's called a minor grand trine. Basically, it's affecting you very personally, your identity, your beliefs, perhaps even your appearance, because Uranus is there in your sign. We have the sun in your 5th house of creativity and childlike fun and perhaps even romance. And we have the moon in your 3rd house of communications and publishing, study perhaps, or your local area. So this could be affecting... Excuse me. This could be affecting your identity and in a positive way. There could be some sort of gain in your creativity. Maybe you're feeling more creative. You're going to get on with some new projects or your leisure time, entertainment, drama, theatre, that type of thing, or even romance could be positively affected. Maybe you're decided to do some acting or get out and have some fun and it's all very good and on the up for you. Mercury does go retrograde on the 28th of the month, and it's in your 7th house of committed relationships and partnerships. So there could be some delays or some frustration. Do be careful of miscommunications. If you have any legalities, there could be some sort of delay there. Or if there's an offer, it's not really what you want, okay? You know, so just watch. Everything is backed up in writing. If you get a phone call, phone calls can be misconstrued, so you want everything in writing. There could be delays or annoyance, especially with travel, if you have any travel plans, or there could be some unexpected changes. You know, if you have multiple legs in your travel plan, one will kick on and knock on to the next leg, and the whole thing will run late if you're not cautious. So do allow extra time for everything. All right, so if you are new, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit the notification bell right now. Let's go to the main board. Okay, here is your horoscope. But firstly, I'm going to choose 2 tarot cards for you, which could be like the first half of the month and the second half of the month, if you want to think of it in those terms. This one just jumps out, the Knight of Swords. Okay. This is about taking the big picture view, having a look at a situation and just getting the overall concept. So maybe you have an idea for something, you're feeling a bit adventurous, and you're playing around with things in your mind, okay? It's not about getting right down into the details. It's just about looking at the overall situation. There could be some opposition, but you'll overcome that. Any sort of little glitches towards your plans, you're likely to step out and overcome those. All right, they jumped out as well, but we won't look at those. Let's look at the second card of the month for you, the second half of the month, that one there. I'm going to close my eyes. What do I see? There's a big sunflower in front of me, okay? Something to do with the sun, insight, awareness, comfort, security. Things are going much more smoothly, and we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, another card relating to your thinking, and it might be that you know, you've had some sort of blind faith about something. You've been sticking to an idea, and now it could be that you change your mind about something. The reason you've done that is because you're very influenced by the past, what's happened in the past. You see these 2 reflections here, but we're in a new situation now, and you can't allow your history to impact too heavily on you now, because you could miss some opportunity. You've got to make a decision. You've got to use these swords and make a decision now afresh, because this past is past, and here we are, we've got the present to be concerned about, and also the future. So I recommend that you make a fresh decision and try to unhinge all of that baggage from the past. Just unhinge it, disconnect from it, cut it off. Use the sword of truth, your logical mind, to cut off the past, okay? Because you might be influenced and make a decision that's not really in your favour. Okay, so there are the two cards. Now we're going to talk about your horoscope, and you'll see here I was talking before about the minor grand trine. So these dashed blue lines here, Uranus in Taurus in your sign, means that this is probably going to affect you quite strongly. Could affect your appearance, your identity, your beliefs, what you want, how you want your life to go, the direction of your life, and all sorts of things. Uranus is all about the unexpected. It's about innovation. It's about doing things differently. See, this card is giving you a heads up not to fall back on the past. Do it differently, okay? See how they work in together? And it's in a physical sense, so there's going to be real physical consequences. You may update your wardrobe, your hair, your makeup. You may even update your house, your body, because your body carries your spirit, and the house where you live, but not specifically, but possibly. And there is nothing here in the fourth house, so it's not a very strong vibe about updating your house. But yeah, probably your clothing, your hair, your makeup, that sort of thing. And then here in the fifth house, we've got the sun shining brightly, and the sun is really insightful here in Virgo. So there's probably a lot of precision in your thinking. It's very clear cut. It's very obvious what to do. The insight and awareness that you're getting around your creativity, your romantic life, and your leisure and pleasure. And then we have the moon here in your third house, and the moon is in Cancer. So there's a sort of nurturing factor here in your communications, the way that you speak to someone caringly, nurturingly, kindly. It's all coming out of the need to perhaps mother somebody. Maybe you didn't have, when you were a child, you didn't have the motherly love that you needed for whatever reason. And so now you realise that, and you can recognise in other people when they need that. Okay, so this is a lovely little minor grand trine. On the 29th of August to the 5th of November, Mercury is in your sixth house here, and thinking, reading and learning about how to improve your work or perhaps improve your health is quite likely. You could also learn a new technique at work, and there could be a lot of discussions with co-workers, employers or employees. There might be a lot of change, but they're probably only minor little changes, but to improve productivity or improve the situation at work. And also your health and your well-being. And if you talk to people about those things, hopefully somebody knowledgeable, that will also help you. 31st of August to the 3rd of September, Mars opposition Neptune. Okay, so just be a bit cautious here because things can get a bit muddled up or a bit confused. Okay, you might be feeling a little bit flat in these couple of days. And if you try doing something, getting your will across, really trying to do something, it might not work out too good, and there's a haze of misunderstanding. It's not a good time to toot your own horn at the moment or get personal recognition for your efforts. Just sort of best to take some time off, work quietly, do something on your own, or maybe help other people, because at this point it's not about you. Okay, but after the 3rd of September things change. We have Mars trining Pluto from the 4th of September to the 7th of September, and this is when it's time to surge ahead and get what you really want. You can really achieve at this time. And you might find an attitude or a situation or attachment that has been impeding you has now been released. So restrictions are released after the 4th of September. You can concentrate on the things that are most important to you, and you can make major long-term changes. You can start them. The steps are in place for you to take, okay? There could be a major lifestyle change or a self-improvement regime that you undertake. 6th to the 9th of September, the new moon is in your 6th house here, and you're planting seeds for your health and your well-being, okay? Deciding what you're going to do to improve your life and also your work. You may need to put some practical things on hold while you sort all this out, but that's okay, you'll do that. 9th of September to the 7th of October, Venus is in your 7th house here, moves from the 6th to the 7th. It's a very favourable time for meeting people, particularly potential friends or romantic partners. It's great if you're in a relationship. It could be feeling rejuvenated in some way. It's running smoothly. If you're just sort of in a casual romance, you might find that it goes to a deeper level under this influence. You're feeling especially open-hearted and find that other people are very receptive to your friendly overtures. You may feel like you want companionship and affection very much, and you don't want to go it alone. If you're married, the love and attention you give your mate will really enhance the relationship. 12th to the 15th of September, Sun conjuncts Mars, and you're likely to be feeling very energetic and confident. You probably don't feel like putting up with other people's demands if they start demanding things from you, and you could get angry if your will is blocked. But you've got a lot of energy now, so it is time to take the initiative and begin a project that you've been considering. Action is the theme, okay? Move ahead and take action. Do watch that you're not hot-tempered or, because you could be a little bit impatient or frustrated if somebody else is too slow. But if you are a more relaxed, easygoing person, you will simply feel more energy and drive than usual. And we also have, during that time period, 13th of September to the 30th of October, Mars in your 6th house as well, moving from the 5th into the 6th. And you could be very motivated to get stuff done, especially at work and concerning your health. Do watch for impatience or arguments because you don't feel like you're a team member at the moment. So best to work alone if you possibly can. 20th of September to the 23rd of September, the full moon is in your 12th house here. It becomes most full on the 20th, okay? And because of this, it's a time of transformation, especially deep down. And you've got Chiron here as well. And so Chiron in Aries, you might be a little bit impulsive about something. There's some deep subconscious themes here and stuff rising up out of your subconscious. And so you need to deal with that. So look at your dreams, meditate, look within, try and stay quiet. Excuse me. It's a good time for peaceful meditation, contemplation, and spiritual renewal. 21st of September to the 22nd of October, the Sun is here in your 6th house, and you could do your best work now, and you're probably feeling like a sense of achievement, and you're taking pride in the work that you do. This is a good time to examine how you use your time and energy with an eye to improving your efficiency and productivity. Sorry, I've just got a tickly throat. No, I don't have any viruses or anything like that. Okay, so health matters are a concern of some people at the moment under this influence, and you may be inspired to change your life around more based on your physical needs of your body and your health. and it's a great time to begin a new diet or a fitness regime. 20th to the 2nd of October, Mercury squares Pluto. This is when you're really want to go deep, and superficiality just doesn't suit you at the moment. You're impatient to find out the truth, and you want to avoid those people that sort of just skim about on the surface. You want to go deep and look at root causes and hidden reasons for any problem or situation, particularly with your health, okay? You may tend to be, a little bit dogmatic, so do watch that. But you can become obsessed with an idea or a problem until you've figured out the answer. So you'll get there, but yeah, don't get too obsessed. 30th of September to the 4th of October, Mars squares Moon. You might be prone to being a little bit irritable. Maybe you just sort of feel a bit off. There could be some, temper tantrums. So watch that. You might be feeling a bit impatient. You could run around all over the place trying to get stuff done. But, yeah, it's like you're frazzled. So, by all means, stand up and be assertive. But just watch your language, that you're not abrasive or insensitive under this influence. 27th of September to the 15th of November, Chiron quincunx the Sun. I'll just make this bigger so you can see actually. And during this time, this is likely to force you to clean up your act in some way. You may change your attitude or relinquish previous beliefs and concepts that don't fit with your life now. So if there's a minor illness or some sort of personal dilemma which arises, you could change your whole perspective on the matter. You could change your mind about something and reconsider your viewpoint. And yeah, it might hurt to do that. The ego could get a little bit bruised when you change your mind. That's okay. If your way of thinking does not correspond with other people now, you may find, given the circumstances which are changing all the time, you may have to really adopt their point of view, even if you think that your way is right. It's my way or the highway. That idea of my way or the highway probably isn't going to cut it now, because there are new factors that you didn't know about. Okay. Alrighty, so that's your horoscope. And now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you. Terrific Taurians for September 2021. I want to say I can't see this, but I feel it. The sun is here. It's like by the end of the month, it's like you've been through a bit of a rainstorm or through a bit of a whirlpool or something. There's a lot of changing energies. I can see things flashing across here and there and then disappearing and going, and it's like you have to change your mind. There's water coming in this way and that way, and your health. It's about your health and your well-being. Okay, what's the best thing for you? What's the best thing for your physical body? Is your mind in alignment with what's going on in your physical body? Because it feels like there's a bit of a gap. And so this gap is going to close, and you're going to come up with a solution. Because I can see all this water coming in from one way and water coming in for another way. It's like waterfalls with these droplets of water. But these could be like tears or frustration or anger even, or tears of frustration, because things are just not going, the way that you wanted initially. However, by the end of the month, things are much better. It's flowing more smoothly. There's like more energy. You've made the decision. You've gone and done what you have to do, taken the action that you didn't perhaps think was a good idea, but that's okay. We all have to change our minds about some things. We just don't have all of the information, or we've been listening to information. It's not the right information. And then we figure out, hey, that's not right what they said. So it's really important that you listen to yourself, because the answer's always in you. rather than listening to other people. There's an eagle here with claws. So the claws out like this. Actually, I had an experience with 2 eagles the other day, and one of them, it's a long story, but I won't go into it, but one of them was going to fight me over my chickens. I had to stand my ground and protect my chickens, but it was there, it was on the ground, and it was annoyed with me. And so sometimes when this eagle comes in, the eagle of freedom, you might, initially misunderstand the situation. This applies particularly to Americans or perhaps to Germans, okay, because the eagle is the symbol of these countries, okay, so it's very important. But it's positive. The most important thing, this is a journey, and it's up and down like this, uphill, down, dale, and it's a journey, and there's a positive outcome at the end. All right, so having said that, if you're not in Germany or America, this still applies to you, but maybe not so strongly. I see a tortoise here. I think this is for Australia, saying something about going slowly. Slow and steady wins the race. What race? I don't know. There's a race. Anyway, we'll get there. Australia will get there. But at the moment, the tortoise is here in front of me going slowly, but it is moving. Okay. All right, everybody. So that's it. Terrific, Taurus. I hope this has been useful for you. Please leave me a comment or say hello. A like would be nice too. Have a wonderful month. If you are new, don't forget, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Okay. Thanks again. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.